Okay, so we are now recording. This is another video in my series on no-code AI. So that's, my disclaimer goes, right? I love programming and math, but there's certainly a lot of available tools now for people with less experience with math and programming to also be able to work with machine learning models and even train machine learning models. So I've been doing that in this series, and today in this video I'm going to cover ChatGPT, a simple example of using ChatGPT as your no-code AI engineer. This video it kind of goes well with the previous video on Weka as a no-code AI tool. In particular, I use tabular data, the type of CSV data, rows and columns, like an Excel spreadsheet, on Weka, and we were able to process the data. So in this example, I'm going to repeat the same exercise, but using ChatGPT. So ChatGPT obviously just keeps getting better and better, so it has new features all the time. All right, so I already have ChatGPT available here in the background, and we'll start with that. So just a brief introduction. So ChatGPT, as your no-code AI engineer, ChatGPT from AI, and also others like Claude and Gemini, can help you build and understand machine learning systems without coding by taking your or talking your way through solutions. All right. And it's really great actually. So I'll show a few examples of this. So what ChatGPT can help you to do, data modeling, you can say with prompts, build me a decision tree to predict loan defaults based on income, age, and credit score. Data cleaning, how can I clean missing values from a CSV? Tool discovery, what no-code tools can classify images, report writing, summarize the model's performance, education, explain how logistic regression works with a diagram, and various other things like pseudocode generation, outline an AI pipeline from raw CSV to model deployment. And then here's a few prompts that you can try. So the question why ChatGPT is powerful for no-code AI, well, it works as your AI co-pilot for tool discovery, explanations, and design, but it can do much more. I think it's being a little humble there. It can do a lot more. Helps you to translate ideas into code, code into concept, and concepts into action. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a simple example, a no-code AI example of machine learning. Again, kind of in line with what I did with the previous video on Weka, the Weka toolkit. So now I'm going to say to ChatGPT, I'm going to need some light here. I will give you a CSV file. I just ran this in Weka using I think I use naive Bayes and random forest to see the performance and feature ranking. I would like to compare those results to yours, to what you can do. Okay, so something like that. And I'm going to I will give you CSV. So I'm going to give it a CSV. So you click on this and I'm going to add photos and files. So I have the same iris file. here. I'm going to pass that. All right. And send that over. And you can see it's got the file there, the iris data set. So it says the data set you uploaded is the classic iris data set consisting of 150 samples with the following features: sepal length, sepal width, petal width, all numeric, species categorical with 3 classes. I'll now run the following analysis to match what you did in Weka: naive Bayes, random forest, feature importance. So you can see here it did the feature importance, and it tells me that petal width is the most important, by level of importance. And then sepal width, I guess, is the least important. So if we're going to drop one feature, we can drop that one. Then it proceeds to training. Here are the results comparing naive Bayes and random forest. So naive Bayes got a 97%, random forest got 100%. Classification report by class, Setosa, versicolor, virginica, and you can see the performance metrics, which if you look at the Weka video, they're similar. Random forest had a perfect classification. Feature importance, it provides the features. And it's funny because it also provides a reason. It says petal-related features dominate, aligning with biological insights, which is pretty interesting. Now it says, would you like a downloadable PDF report of these results, an ONNX or PKL export of the trained model to test other models or other metrics? So I will say yes, provide the PDF report and also the export the ONNX or .pkl model. So obviously these models, if we export them, then we can, go to our website on, using JavaScript or our Node.js or server or something and load those files there so that we can actually run the model. So now we send this prompt. Give it a minute. All right, so your files are ready to download. Model comparison, a PDF report, naive Bayes, PKL file. Would you also like these models exported to ONNX format for web deployment? So, and we can say yes to that as well. So let's take a look at the PDF. So there it is, model comparison. Nice, writes a nice little report, short, but here we have the files, and then it says, would you like, so then we would click on these PKL, download them, load them on our Python, etc. It says, would you also like these models exported to ONNX for web deployment? Yeah, so we can say yes, export to ONNX for web deployment. So you can see I basically did some machine learning, got results as I would do with a tool like Weka. I can export the model and use it with a .pkl files. So it's having some issues with converting directly to ONNX. I've noticed this some kind of error, but you can convert the PKL models to ONNX, and so instead it's providing you with this Python code, which you can run. Yeah, and so it wants to package it as a file. But, even if it couldn't do the ONNX part right now, that's still pretty good. Eventually, if enough people want this, they'll definitely fix it. I feel that's just a library issue. All right, that's it. So hopefully that, you can see how you can actually do, normal machine learning types of things on ChatGPT. And, as we all know, ChatGPT and these models just keep getting better and better. So they'll have better features in the future. All right, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.